Good morning, afternoon, or evening. My name is Marty, and welcome to M-Products on YouTube. If you've been following us since we started, thank you for your loyalty, and I'm glad you're back for another round. If you've just jumped onto the bandwagon, and you're clueless as to what M-Products is, don't feel like you need to know just to understand anything in this video. Here at M-Products, we strive to bring a smile to your face and make your day that little bit better than it already was. I just want to take a little bit of time to promote Sanctuary, Pilgrimage of Rune Midgard, a fantasy story following the main characters Vale and Lily Lorne, as they journey to find a greater power to save their world from being overrun by evils unseen since ages past. It's a touching story about a brother's love for his only sister who, because of her extraordinary gifts, has been chosen to quest the lands of Rune Midgard to find a higher being the old monks have prophesied to save the world from the darkness that would otherwise swallow it whole. Please do check it out on Sanctuary, porm.tumblr.com. I've put the link in the description below. It's a work in progress, so do follow it and keep up to date with each new chapter that comes out. I've been looking into ways to better my presenting skills when it comes to doing these podcast-like videos. I've been searching through YouTube to see what other podcasters do and what kind of things I could take from them to incorporate into M-Products' podcasts. The most notable factor that I could see was different to the podcasts here on M-Products was the time. The length of the videos. There are podcasts that go for nearly 2 hours. I remember sitting there asking myself, how the F can you find so many things to talk about? And for so long! I ended up listening to one of Rooster Teeth's podcasts just to find out how people who have done over 200 podcasts do it. Here are the things I've noticed. Number 1. It isn't just one person talking. There are 5 people talking together in the podcast, just to each other. There are really any times where they would try to include the audience at all. Maybe I should grab a few more people, like a guy with a beard, a skinny gamer guy, a girl, doesn't even matter what kind of personality they have, they're a girl! And a gay guy. Number 2. Each of them has their own story to tell, and when someone starts talking about their story, there's always someone to give their 2 cents. There's this unpracticed back and forth banter between a lot of them that makes it feel like they're just chatting. Number 3. It's all unedited. I'll admit to it now, but I make mistakes all the time when I do my recording. And I'm not ashamed to say it, but I will not let my audience hear my mistakes. I'll make a blooper video if subscribers or followers mass request it, but I would not waste your time with my mistakes and pauses. I feel that it's not fair on you guys that my mistakes and pauses are causing you to waste a bit of time, as small as it is. You don't put up with it when you watch the more famous YouTubers like Morgan Page Loves, RWJ, Lamar Wilson, so you shouldn't have to put up with it even from amateurs like me. After watching it, the only thing I took from the experience was that I hope M-Podcasts will never be like that. Ever. I've been feeling really bad about myself today. Guilty. Last weekend, I bought a mic stand over an internet auction website called TradeMe. I was to understand that after payment had gone through, it would take 1 or 2 days to arrive. They would also send me a tracking number to allow me to keep an eye on the package. I paid on the day I bought it, and it was a weekend, so the money will transfer on Monday. If that's the case, I thought to myself, the stand should be here at my door on Wednesday sometime, right? I gave them an email on Monday night, asking if they could give me a tracking number, as they did not yet send one to me. And they replied, when they did, saying that they would. I waited. And waited. I waited until Wednesday night, just before I went to sleep, to get the tracking number. Nothing. I finally decided to send them an email about it. I said to them, guys, the delivery is taking way too long. What's the hold up? If you aren't going to send it, please return my money. At that point, I had thought to myself, yeah, that's it, Marty. Be aggressive. Be aggressive. Little did I know, I was just about to feel a fool for an entire day. Come morning, I get ready for work, you know, the usual, and I get my shoes on. I open the door, and I see a long parcel just sitting there. I knew what it was without even opening it or checking who it was for, and I instantly felt like complete ass. I facepalmed myself 5 times over and just generally did not like myself for being so pushy and hasty. I checked my emails when I got home, and they had replied saying that they did send it, the tracking number I mean, but that I probably didn't get it. I didn't even care if it was a lie. I just sent them back an apologetic email saying that I was sorry for being so hasty. The package made it safely and I'll give you guys a good review on TradeMe. Sorry, so sorry. Man, I can be such a dick at times. I'm actually using the mic stand right now, so it probably sounds a little bit different than what you've been listening to. I was watching some videos made by YouTubers I've subscribed to, and I couldn't help but think that they were doing so many amazing things. You would think so too, right? If you were watching someone's music video that they filmed and edited by themselves, or if it was a vlogger who just knows exactly what to say and how to express what they're saying in their facials. I always think to myself, these guys are so damn entertaining, and I could keep watching them for hours on end. My attention was brought back onto M-Products on YouTube, and how I wish that things were going as well for it as they were for the bigger names on YouTube. Yes, M-Products on YouTube has just started, but it's always a concern of mine whether or not things will actually start picking up. I feel like this sort of thing, popularity, is a major concern when it comes to social media websites like YouTube, Tumblr, Instagram, Facebook. Okay, maybe not so much Facebook, but there are still so many people who beg for likes and shares on there. I really don't understand. It's Facebook. It's the last place where memes would appear. Nothing is new on Facebook. Everything has already been past websites like Damn Lol, 9gag, Lol Happens, Meme Center. Why do people even bother trying to share things on Facebook that was funny 5 years ago? Whoops, went on a little bit of a rant there. Sorry guys, back on track. So when it comes to social media websites like YouTube, Tumblr, and Instagram, people gauge how good your channel or page or album is by how many likes you get, how many people come to see your stuff. It is always such a big factor when you start using these different forms of media, to how motivated you are to continue doing what you're doing. Let's be realistic, and say that there are plenty of people who stop doing what they once loved doing simply because of a lack of support, or a much lesser amount of feedback compared to what they had initially hoped for. I feel that way all the time, and I absolutely hate myself for it, because I know that I can't please everyone with the things I do. I'm an entertainer that just won't be able to entertain the mass public. My voice, as amazingly charming and sexy as it is, probably won't say certain things that people are wanting to hear. Or my style of not having video footage to accompany these recordings may not appeal to the people who find their way here. I have so many things to say and a lot of it makes sense, even if it's minimal, and I try to find things to talk about that people can relate to so that they can understand to some degree what it is I'm talking about. I try to make my recordings as fun and interactive for you, the viewers, as possible, without completely losing myself and giving you anything you wanted. I try to make my recordings as high quality as I can, so that you guys don't bleed from the air every time you listen to me talk. With all these fine qualities, and probably more things that I don't notice but you do, of course I'd be left at least a little concerned about how well M-Products would be doing. It's all competitive too. Numbers are so unforgiving and so merciless. It's like, that guy has one more subscriber than I do. I must get more than him. Well, for now I'm not as worried as I make it sound I am. M-Products just started, and literally no one knows about it. It's no surprise that it doesn't have 5 million subscribers or 7.2 billion followers. How could one expect that of something that they made not a month ago? Talking about that, I'm wondering as to what I should do in celebration of M-Products reaching 1 month. 2 more days and it'll be 1 full month. Not much has happened, but I, as the head of M-Products, have had such an amazing time making things for people to enjoy. Originally, I had wanted to make Sanctuary as a manga. Due to my lack of drawing skills, I couldn't do that. I defaulted to writing the story instead of illustrating it. Since the first day, after I had come up with the name M-Products, it's just been a heck of a lot of fun and frustration. Maybe you guys can help me with what I should do to celebrate for the 1 month anniversary. Feel free to comment on this video suggesting things that I could do. Maybe have a bubble bath, or drive around the city yelling random names at people until I yell the right name. Yeah, I'm hilarious. Along with being so damn funny, I'm also really hungry. Have a song to listen to while I go order some pizza.
Stars shining bright on your face just for me. How pretty you look, the feelings things I've never felt or never dreamed before. For you, open up yourself to me. I give you everything that you need. Clear a little space deep inside, 'cause I've fallen in love and into your butt. Oh, what a feeling it is. You penetrated my heart like I did your butt, and it's warm and it's soft forever with you. Protection, I've got everything you'll ever need to know. Take my hand, hold me close and lead me to your soul. Through your butthole, open up a little bit wider. I'll make the stars and moon shine brighter. I don't know who put that camera there, 'cause I've fallen in love and into your butt. Oh, what a feeling it is. You penetrated my heart like I did your butt, and it's warm and it's soft forever. I can see you deep inside. There's nowhere left for you to hide. There's a gaping hole to be filled. I've got a towel if it spills. My love for you is real, and I hope that you can feel my penis. 'Cause I've fallen in love and into your butt. Oh, what a feeling it is. You penetrated my heart like I did your butt, and it's warm and it's soft and it's tight and it's dark and it's squishy and it's moist. It's my number one choice. Enough talk, let's begin. Just a tip, stick it in. Forever.
Welcome back to M-Products on YouTube. My name's Marty, and that was Mulholland and his song Fallen in Love. A great Kiwi bloke with a great voice, and one of the biggest dicks I've ever seen. Jokes aside, he's amazingly funny, and you should definitely check his YouTube channel out. He's the feature link for this video. So, just before, I went to order pizza for dinner. I decided to try order from the pizza company's website. Worst decision ever. It took longer to order it than to eat it. It was easy enough to navigate through the site, but every time you chose something and pressed next, there would be a pop-up asking if you'd like this and like that. And it made the process of simply choosing one pizza that should take no more than 2 minutes into a 2-hour exam on which toppings you'd like. What kind of a world do we live in where we'd need to interview for pizza? One day, I swear, I'll walk into a pizza store and they'll ask for my damn resume before I can buy a pizza. I see here that you ordered from our competition last week. How long have you been going to them for pizzas, and what made you change to us? Where do you see yourself ordering pizza 10 years from now? I think I'll just stick to Burger King from now on. Jeez. At least the pizza tasted alright. Have you guys ever tried not doing something that you always do for a day? Like complete cold turkey, whatever it is that you always do. Playing games, smoking, using your phone, moonwalking around the office? What? I don't know what kind of things you're into. Because I've been working on this project, M-Products, I haven't really had much time for the one thing that I used to always do. Video gaming. I don't even remember what it was that I last played. I can see on my desktop that I've got Ragnarok Online, Path of Exile, Saints Row the Third, The Elder Scrolls Skyrim, Rogue Legacy, Ion, Osu, and League of Legends. It seems like such a long time ago that I last touched any of these games. I'm a little bit glad though. I've always taken pride in my video gaming, and I wasn't just some average player in the games I played. It isn't something that I'm ashamed to talk about. I don't see it as a negative impact on my life at all. In the past, my mum would always try to stop me from playing too much, trying to get me to focus on more academic activities. I've never been one for the books. I don't think I'll ever be one for the books. Reading and writing, that's great. I would read a good story from start to finish without doing anything else, if I didn't have anything else to do. But when it comes to studying and trying to remember excerpts from an article, yeah, I think I'd rather moonwalk around the office. No, but really, I think that one day, I'll leave the world of gaming behind. It wouldn't be due to the pressure put on me by other people. It wouldn't be due to having more responsibilities. It would simply be my choosing to allow myself to let video gaming fade from my life. Unless virtual reality gaming came out. Damn! If virtual reality gaming existed, the world would change in so many different ways. To be honest, I wouldn't even care for anything other than the first virtual reality MMORPG. If only. I just want to take a little bit of time to remind you, the viewers, to take a break if you need to. If you've been browsing through YouTube video after video, I hope that you've taken the chance to rest your eyes and maybe have a drink of water or something. I know a lot of my friends drink juice or Coke. I myself have a big pump water bottle near me at all times. Are you one of those people who just never has enough energy and you need a kickstart every morning? A little coffee? A spot of tea? Or are you one of those people who just never runs out of energy? I'm one of those people who never drinks coffee, never buys a bottle of V or Red Bull, never need anything to start my day. No one believes it at first whenever I start working somewhere different. Would you think it weird or out of place if someone of your age group didn't start their day the same way as you, or sort of? I know a lot of people who don't have breakfast anymore, and they simply have a coffee or tea to give them that needed boost of energy. I don't want to say that having breakfast is important, even if you've stopped growing already, because I don't have breakfast ever. But I do want to say that if you've got the time to sit down and have breakfast, you should. Breakfast once in a while is not only healthy for you, depending on what you eat, but it can also work as a way to relieve tension and stress that may have been building up for ages. Let's see. I haven't had breakfast since halfway through high school. That's 7 years now. For 7 years, I haven't taken the time to sit down, pour myself a bowl of cereal, or toast some sliced bread, or make noodles and enjoy my start of the day meal. I think I'm gonna try having breakfast again, at least once a week. It'll mean having to wake up a little bit earlier to allow myself time to eat and prepare for work, but I think a little less sleep won't hurt me. Right? Yeah, I'm sure it'll work out somehow. But maybe you guys could try it too. Yeah, I totally propose that we make Wednesdays breakfast day. This only applies to those who almost never have breakfast. If you do have breakfast regularly, then try to make Wednesday breakfast a more special breakfast than the rest. Like, add an extra piece of bacon to your bacon and eggs, or a spread Nutella instead of butter and jam, or the other way around. I always promote simple and small changes here and there. Like an old pop group once said, spice up your life. That's it for another amazing M-PodCast. Get it? You know, M products and podcast? You... Okay. This was Marty from M Products. Enjoy the rest of your day or night. Keep smiling.